imagine a 12-cent screw shutting down a multi-million-dollar line because of the lack of planning, an oversight of accountability, inventory accountability, or was the data being manipulated? Somebody wasn't inputting the data, whatever, right? Okay, the next level, midterm, medium term, is looking at other suppliers, different process issues, and then long term, making sure you've got the correct suppliers in play to make a difference. Now, we can build contingency plans. Contingency plans are those plans that we use to engage when things go wrong. The contingency, if something happens, what are my contingency plans? We can use backup suppliers, alternative logistics, and inventory buffer. Two things you can, all of this you can control. Now, backup suppliers means you have to be constantly looking for suppliers in order to make sure that the suppliers are there, right? That you have backups. That's why you never want to have a single source. You want to have multiple sources, two, if not three, different suppliers that can help you make sure they have what they need. That's why you got to, give those orders out to multiple suppliers to keep them in business and keep them going. Alternative logistics, shipping, rail, truck, different shippers, different routes, right? One of the issues with the Panama Canal is how do we run this stuff, right? And then inventory buffers, that's the strategy I was talking about that you could have executed last year. Ordering materials, storing it. So once the tariffs came in and got kicked in, you already had your stuff across the border. You don't have to worry about the tariffs. Okay. BCP frameworks, these are business contingency plan, BCP, building contingency plans, build contingency plans, BCP. Understand BCP frameworks. Got to detect your risks, respond accordingly, recover, review what happened, change your plans, adjust your plans, and then continue to work in that cycle. Align mitigation with your strategic goals. This is why supply chain leadership, corporate leadership, needs to be engaged in defining what the priorities are, right? In the military, we would always go in and we would define who is the priority of effort, meaning they get all this stuff. They get everything they could possibly ever want to execute that mission, right? And everyone else had to give up their stuff to support that one main effort, a main effort. That's where, again, corporate leadership comes in to tell you what the main effort should be, right? So get everyone into a room. And as I like to say, it's the day of doom. What could go wrong? What are we going to do about it? And do we have the stuff to make an impact?